So I think the big two questions about the coronavirus that we have to answer here are, how do we stop the spread of it, and how do we avoid and optimize not getting it ourselves?
Well, obviously those are the two big bullets out there, and as they're learning more about the virus, the thing is that the virus itself, they're trying to figure out how long it stays on surfaces. So, obviously you want to make sure that you're cleaning your surfaces with either a cleaner that has at least 60% alcohol, or even some of these bleach wipes. That's the good things. Now remember that when you do wipe down a surface, that you have to let that dry before you go and touch it. It doesn't immediately sanitize it. So when you wipe down the surface, give it about 30 seconds. You can usually tell that it's actually evaporated, and then that surface has been sterilized adequately, okay? And all the typical ones with doorknobs, refrigerator handles, you see all the lists out there, but you think about things that everybody touches as well. The other problem with the viruses is that we have now seen that it is a person-to-person type of a spread. They're not 100% sure if there's contact involved, but definitely respiratory droplets. So you've all heard about the six-foot rule. If you see somebody coughing around you, etc., that's basically because a cough, and I'm referring to that, not so much sneezing with this disease. Like I said, it's not so much upstairs, it's down here. So a cough usually will project respiratory droplets out between 3 and 6 feet. So you want to maintain a little bit of distance with that kind of a thing as well. And then that brings up the hand washing, etc. Coronavirus itself, the species coronavirus, is known to be able to transfer, like you said, zoonoses. It is a virus that can come from animals to humans, particularly bats, sometimes cattle and cats, those things. But it's not like you need to isolate your cat. That's not what I'm saying to you. Just make sure you're maintaining all those other types of proper distances, washing hands. I'll say it again, wash hands, wash hands. I'll say it 5 times actually, because you can't do that enough in this circumstance with everything. And hopefully that will stimulate a little bit better hygiene on a regular basis, so that I won't have to say that all the time for my next 20 years in practice. It's still a good practice to do, whether coronavirus is ubiquitous right now, influenza is around right now, or anybody who has kids knows that they're going to bring home viruses from daycare and from school as well. So it should be a practice that we should all be doing all the time in helping to prevent the spread of this particular virus, but any in general too.
Yeah, no, and I think that that's a big piece. And for the second question that we're hearing all of the time, it's how do I upregulate or help prevent it for myself? And so the hand washing is the one piece. The other side of that coin is there's a lot of nutrients and supplements that can be utilized and taken to increase your body's own natural immunity. And so vitamins A, C, D, minerals like zinc and selenium, amino acids like L-lysine, antioxidant, glutathione are incredibly helpful tools to upregulate immune system function, modulate and regulate immune system function, and decrease some of that oxidative stress load that can happen if somebody even were to be succumbing to the virus. So lots of tools and strategies out there.
Don't forget about the big one too, is what we always forget, sleep, okay? Let's talk about some proper things. If you don't get enough sleep, and in this crazy day and age of a zillion deadlines, and this has got to be done, and oh my God, my taxes are due, etc. If you're not getting your proper amount of sleep, now that can vary. For the most part, most people need to get about 8 hours of sleep. But that sleep cycle is what regenerates so much of this. And I know the sympathetic nervous system is paramount with that. So you got to make sure, well, I shouldn't say that. The parasympathetic is paramount with sleep. However, it regenerates all of that kind of stuff. So getting your proper sleep, I'll talk about hydration again as well as these, nutrient supports that are out there as well too.
Yeah.